Good afternoon, everybody. It's David Perlmutter, and welcome to our Quantum Listing webinar, How to Post a Business for Sale on Quantum Listing. As you can see at the bottom of the screen there, it says Quantum Listing is a commercial real estate listing platform, and you can search for free, post for less, and share everywhere. So you might be wondering why you can post businesses for sale here on Quantum Listing. We'll get to that in a minute, but first, let's go over today's agenda. First, we're going to tell you a little bit about Quantum Listing for those that are new to our platform. Then we will have a live demo showing you how to post your business for sale on Quantum Listing. And then we'll talk about pricing. It's super reasonable, spoiler alert. And if you stick around, you'll get a promo code so that you can get a very good deal on some of our features. So, and then of course we'll share how to get in touch with us. So let's get started with about Quantum Listing. So Quantum Listing gives your listings maximum exposure by offering a range of features so you can market your properties without breaking your budget. And I think we're going to have to change that slide to say your properties and your businesses for sale. You can post an unlimited number of listings with the ability to market them seamlessly on all forms of popular social media. And even better, there's no paywall for potential buyers and tenants to view your properties on our site. In addition to having started Quantum Listing, I'm a commercial real estate broker, and I was getting fed up with some of the other listing services because they were getting really expensive. And we wanted to make sure that our community had a good way to get your listings out there and to not have a paywall between our potential buyers and tenants and other brokers and your listings. And because for me as a broker, it's really important to have as many people seeing my listings as possible. So anytime somebody does a Google search and our listing comes onto Quantum Listing, they can click on it, go right to your listing, and not have to worry about having to register or pay to see your listing. So you may be asking yourself why we have businesses for sale on Quantum Listing. And I am going to answer that question for you now. Businesses for sale are often linked to owned or leased real estate. So that's why we created a way for you to post your business for sale listings on our platform, in addition to the commercial real estate listings. So when posting your listings, you may have noticed that Quantum Listing has long had businesses for sale as an asset type on our site. But what we decided to do was to make things more geared to people selling businesses when that's the type of asset that they were trying to sell, so that it was more appropriate for business for sale rather than a property for lease or sale. So we made some changes. So when you select that asset type, the form that you fill out is geared more towards businesses for sale. And we've, just like with our listings, there's not a ton of stuff you have to put in there. There are some mandatory items, and then there are optional items. So the things that you have to put in are a listing title, and we'll show you this on the site. So don't worry about not getting it all right now. Asset type, and you've already selected business for sale in this instance, so you'll get the right form. Transaction type, year started, the asking price, And if you don't want to give an asking price and you enter 0, it will show up as inquire when saved, as well as a lot of the other, the next several data inputs. Cash flow, you can gross revenue, payroll, EBITDA, historical revenue growth, and inventory. All those things can be, you can add 0 and it'll show up as inquire. Sometimes it's actually helpful because if people are interested in your type of business and location, if it says inquire, maybe they'll be more likely to uh, you give you a call or send you an email. Other things that we want you to put is, what type of FF&E, furnishing fixtures and equipment, is included. Is the real estate leased or owned? If it is leased, what's the expiration? What's the annual rent? You can also leave it as 0 and it'll show us inquire. The building size, if you own the building, is there seller financing available, or even for the business, is there training available? What is the seller's motivation for selling the business? And then we have ways for you to add documents. You can add a non-disclosure agreement, you can add a P&L statement, and any other documents that you want. You can add links to videos. You have to add the location of the business. This way it gets geocoded and your business for sale will show up in area searches, and a description of the business, facilities, growth, and expansion. So I think that really is, let's see, anything. Oh, so the other question you might have is who can add business for sale listings? Well, anybody who is a current premium member, an individual or enterprise member of QuantumListing, can add business for sale listings. Right now, a year of QuantumListing membership is only $89.99. The next few months, we will be having a small increase, but for now, it's still $89.99, and that's for an unlimited number of listings. We have people on our site who have, a few hundred listings, and they pay $89.99. So it's a great deal for you. We're search engine optimized and always working on improving our search engine optimization so that your listings show up in searches. Not only do your listings show up in the searches, but your QuantumListing profile will often show up on the first page of Google searches if people are searching for you. So, and then if they do search and click on your QuantumListing profile, they'll see all of your listings when they do that. So that's super great. And we hope that after seeing what we have to offer, you'll have a desire to join our system, our QuantumListing. So with that being said, let's go to the website, and here we are, and I'm going to take you to my QuantumListing profile page. And your profile page on QuantumListing is your home base. It's where you get things done, where you start things. So I'm really a commercial real estate broker. I'm not a business broker. So I don't have any of my own business for sale listings. You can see right here, I added this one here, and I better delete that. You can post listings and they don't show up until you publish them. That was an unpublished listing. There it goes. And so now it's gone. So let's go to the button right here on the top, this little green plus sign. and that's where we start adding listings. So here we go. So right now you can see the listing that initially shows up is to add a commercial real estate asset. So instead of so this form wouldn't necessarily be appropriate for your business for sale listing. So what we do here is we go to asset type, and then we scroll down to business for sale, and you'll see that the form has changed. So let's, just in case you missed it, let's go back to here. You can see it is back to a real estate form. And then we go back to business for sale, and presto changeo, there it is. So the first, there are anything that has a little red asterisk here, and I'm going to increase the font type because it might be a little hard to see for you folks at home or office or wherever you're working from these days. So first thing you need to add is a listing title. So I'm going to say it's a car wash for sale. We have a really great broker in Texas, Elliot Silverstone, who is a car wash broker. So in honor of Elliot, I'm going to say that it's a car wash for sale. And I live in Ridgefield, Connecticut, so I'll have a little fun here. All right. So I added the title, and we've already selected the asset type, business for sale. As you can see, because it's a business for sale, the transaction type auto-populated with sale. Year started, you can put in that year. Asking price, I'm going to put in 0 because I want it to say inquire. I'm going to do that for all the different things like that. Payroll, and all right, and then historical revenue growth. Let's go with 8.5%. And inventory, you can put a number in or leave it as 0. If the inventory is included in the asking price, you check that box. FF&E, you can put 0 or a number there. And the equipment that is included, you can, if nothing is included, you put none or nothing, or you're going to say, let's say the wash tunnel is included, and an air. All right, we'll just leave it at a wash tunnel for now, and we'll say that we own our real estate here, and it is going to be included in the sale, and I'm going to offer seller financing because I want to get this done, and I'll help train somebody to use my car wash. And why am I selling it? Because here, seller is moving. And then as you scroll further down, you can see that you can add a non-disclosure agreement, a profit and loss statement. If you wanted to add multiple years, you can hover over the plus sign and then click on it, and you can add another file. Same with non-disclosure agreement, although I don't know why you need more than one NDA. And any documents that you want to add additionally, you can do that. Oh, and way up at the top, I forgot to add, show you that you can add pictures and PDFs here. So you would just click on that, and let's see, what is it? Hopefully it's, let's see what the picture is. It's a picture of me. Hello there, David. And then I'm going to add the location of my car wash for sale. And apparently I'm selling a car wash that's in my driveway. And then I can add a nice description of my car wash for sale, and to save time, I'm not going to. And any facilities that are included, again, I won't add, and I can write a little narrative about the growth and expansion. And that's really what it takes to add a listing. So again, let's just go over the things that you have to add. Pictures you don't have to add, but they certainly draw people's eye to your listing if you do. Listing title you have to add, asset type, business for sale, and then you really need to add that in this case because that will bring up the right form for you to fill in. And transaction type has been auto-populated for you by our system, the year started, the asking price, cash flow, gross revenue, payroll, EBITDA. Those are all mandatory, but you can leave them as 0 and it shows up as inquire in the finished product. Inventory, same, you have to add something, it can be 0, and then you have to say what equipment is included. You can, have it be, I'm not including anything, I'm including everything, or you can have a whole inventory of that, whatever you want to do. And obviously, there are reasons to add information in the places like on the equipment and the facilities and growth and expansion and the business description. And the reason, the more you add, obviously, more likely that somebody will be interested, or you're not going to get inquiries from people who, or think they want what you're selling, but aren't, there's not a real match there because you haven't added a lot of info. But the other really important reason to add that information is for our friends at Google or Yahoo or Opera or DuckDuckGo, any of the search engines. They crawl our website, and anything that you add on our website becomes content that they can index. So then when people are searching for whatever it is you're selling, there's a greater likelihood that you're going to show up on that all important first page of search engine results. So, even though you don't have to add a lot, we do encourage you to add as much as you and your principal are comfortable adding. So, just keep that in mind. So once you've added everything you want to add, then the next thing you're going to do is scroll all the way to the bottom. And then if you're ready to publish your listing, you're going to check that box right there. If you want to promote the listing, meaning have it show up on the first page, at the top rather, of search results on our own website the listings market, click that box there. And if you're willing to co-broke it, click that. And not everybody clicks this, they're still willing to co-broke, but this gives a little icon, a silhouette of people at the top. I can show that to you. And then another super important box to click here is that you have the rights to all the images and information you're adding to QuantumListing. All right, so I'm going to click everything but the publish button right now, and now I'm going to save the listing. I forgot to add the building size, so we got a little reminder up there. So let's go back up, and where is my building size?
Underneath the real estate.
I got it, woohoo! All right, and again, I think you can add 0 and it'll show up as inquire, but I think this is good information to add. So I'm gonna hit save. This time, I did everything right. Pat myself on the back. And okay, so let's go see what it looks like. So it's still finishing saving the listing. Oh, here's because I selected that I wanted to promote my listing. This is why we got this page here. but now we're going to go back to my profile page, and you'll see what a listing looks like here. So now, by the way, so here's the icon that I was talking about that says that you'll co-broke. You can see on my other listings, I've clicked that. I just think that it is a friendly thing to do. This little lock here means that it's unpublished. So I can see it on my own profile page, but nobody else can see this listing unless they're logged in as me. And so nobody else can really see it. It won't be on the internet. It will just be on your own profile page. And then when you're ready to have your listing go live, you can click edit your listing, and then you can just go down and click the publish box. And in this case, we're still not going to publish it because we're not ready to. You can also, by the way, just click those three dots and click publish and save going to the listing detail page. All right, so I think that really covers how to add a listing. So if anybody has any questions about how to add a listing, now would be a great time to ask that question. We had a question about whether or not you have to be a paid member to add this. The answer, we did cover this at the beginning, you do. The only type of listing that you can add without being a paid member is a want. So if you're searching for a particular type of business for sale, you can do a wants listing. Even basic members can do that. You have to be some kind of member to do it, and this is what a wants listing would look like. So you could fill out information about what you want, and let's see what happens. Yeah, so the same form comes up, so you can add as much detail about the business that you're trying to find here, and all the other form fields are the same as we just saw in posting one for sale. So that is what that's all about. All right, so let's go back to our slide deck now, if you'll bear with me. And all right, so we've pricing for quantum listing. As I mentioned earlier, it is still $89.99 a year for unlimited listings. It will be going up in the next couple of months. Listing promotion, which is what we talked about, to have your listing show up at the top of searches in its market, is either $2.50 a week or $7.50 a month per listing. We don't have it for an individual listing for longer than that because we hope that you sell your listing or lease your listing, whichever works is more appropriate for whatever it is that you're doing there. Brand promotion is like listing promotion, where you'll show up at the top of searches in your market, but instead of it being for an individual listing, it will be for yourself or your company. And if somebody clicks on your brand promotion ad, it will bring them to your profile page and they'll get to see all of your listings. We also have an email blast service. When you do join Quantum Listing and pay your annual fee, you get one free email blast included with your premium membership, and that will go out to the market that you specify, state-based market. And if you want more, you can subscribe to get more email blasts from us. And the prices, just like everything else on Quantum Listing, are very, very reasonable. If you want to see, before I'll show you what those brand promotion ads look like, and we think they're really a very effective way to promote yourself and your business. And to thank you for watching our webinar today, we are offering a 50% off brand promotion code for you, and the code is brand50, and you'll get that 50% off, and we'll help you with the artwork for your brand promotion ad if you need help. It's, I think, 500 by 600 pixels are the dimensions for the ad. And if you don't have a marketing person or you don't have the skill set to do that yourself, we will be delighted to help you. We are a very friendly company. We love talking with our customers. We get great ideas from you. There are lots of ways to reach us, which brings us to our next slide, which is so how to, if you want to figure out how to do things yourself on QuantumListing, we have a fantastic How It Works section with lots and lots of articles. You can schedule a demo with us. There's a green button at the top of the website that you click, and you'll see our availability to have a demo, and you can specify whether you want just a 10-minute Q&A or a half-hour hands-on demo, and there's also a 15-minute option. The longer ones are great because that gives you the ability to become the presenter, meaning that we'll let you have your hands on the keyboard and you're doing the stuff and we're just talking you through how to do it. If you have a question while you're on the site, there's a little blue smiley face speech bubble at the bottom right called intercom, and you click on that and you can type us a message, and we're pretty responsive. We may not get back to you right away, but we'll certainly get back to you within a couple of hours. You can call us, and again, as I said, we love talking to our members, and you can also send us a good old-fashioned email. So before we go, let's just have a quick look at some brand promotion ads that other folks have done. And so this gives you an idea. And when people would click on this, you'll see, it goes right to their website. Jim Kazmarek is a business broker up in upstate New York. He's been with us for years, and he was, part of the inspiration for us to do this. He was thrilled when he heard they were doing it because there's a certain other company that is super expensive that does this as well, and we hope to grab a little market share from them, to be honest. And here's a couple more, and that does it. So thank you everybody for your time today. Remember, brand50 is the promo code if you want to get your own brand promotion ad, and we will see you next time. And don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions. Thanks for your time, and we hope you join QuantumListing if you haven't already. Bye-bye.